Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. Week number three of the Your Community series. So excited to get into this week because we're digging a little bit deeper. We're now going to be talking about, well, how to create these communities that I've been talking about that you may have heard of, some of the myths, and also some of the mistakes people make. So, without any further delay, let's get into it. So, the topic for this is the steps on how to make a community and also the signs that you need a new community. I'm tackling both of them at the same time. And hopefully you'll be able to learn something from this. So let's talk about the steps on how to create a community. Number one is to identify who you feel deserves to be in this community. I talked about this also a little bit during the mistakes portion, but you have to be very intentional about who you allow in your space, as you already know. It's definitely for self-care, for loving yourself and things of that nature, but also who you allow to be part of your community. Now, as I said before, family members, extended family members, those may be people that you may know and you may care about. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have them in your community. Community is something that you create. Community is something that you establish. You had a community when you were growing up. You had a community, when you were younger, things of that nature. But as you are an adult, hopefully adults are watching this, or you're a teenager, you have to remember that you create those communities. So you have to identify who you want to be in these communities. Don't let anybody tell you who needs to be in your community. Your parents might say, oh, you need to contact so and so more. Oh, you need to hang out with so and so more. But you have the power to create who you want in those communities. So identify those people. The second thing is that you have to remember what's the mission, vision, or purpose of this community. Are you just creating a community just because it looks good? Are you creating a community because you just want a lot of people around you? Maybe you want people, a lot of yes men. Maybe you want a lot of yes women. Maybe you want people who have like-minded thoughts as you do. Maybe you guys enjoy the same books. You may enjoy the same movies, TV shows. You grew up together. You went to school together. Things of that nature. Who do you want in these communities? If it's more of a deeper level, do you have the same personalities? Do you have the same goals and driven mission that you want to establish in the future? Do you want those people who are focused on career advancement? People who want to invest. People who want to start having children soon. There's so many ways and different reasons behind a community that's being created. So you have to remember exactly what the mission is, what the vision is, and what the purpose is. I can't define that for you. You have to define it for yourself. What's your mission for this community? Do you want to make sure we're established till we grow old? What's your vision for this community? Do you see yourselves going on trips? Do you see yourselves investing in properties, investing in stocks and things of that nature, or investing in the children that you have or will have in the future? And what's your purpose? Are you creating this community for the sole purpose of people to boost your ego? Or are you doing this to learn? Are you doing this to grow? Or are you doing this to just for appearance sake? So that's number two. And the last one is that a community will continuously grow. A community will continuously change. Be accepting of what happens in your community. Some people may leave, as I talked about last week. Some people may join. Some people may not be as loyal as you thought they were in the community. Some people may drift away in the community because maybe they found their own communities and they created their own communities. You have to be accepting of whatever may come. A community is not the same when you initially had it when you were younger, and it won't be the same when you grow old. Make sure that you're completely okay with whatever that may come from that community, and then be open with whatever happens within that community. But at the same time, fight for that community when you need to, if you know that you need to fight for it. So make sure you know the ins and outs of your communities. Don't let your community slip away and fall to the wayside. Now, the signs, the signs that you need a new community. Number one, you don't feel no purpose in this community. It serves no purpose in your life. Sorry. It serves no purpose in your life. It's not beneficial anymore. You don't get anything from this community anymore. No one is really learning anything in this community. You just around just to be around. That's a sign for you to let go of this community. Another thing is that you know that there's no mission here. There's no vision. There's no purpose. You guys are just around, as I said before. But at the same time, you thought that there was ideals in here. You thought that there was something that was supposed to happen, that growth was supposed to happen, happiness, joy, and you guys don't even hang out anymore. You don't communicate anymore. You don't share ideas. That's when you need to let go of the community. And finally, it's time for you to establish your own community in a different way. Maybe you were part of a community before. Maybe you created a community before. And maybe the ideal version of the community initially was for you to maybe establish yourself after college. Maybe just keep in touch with people. Maybe you were focusing on something that you initially thought maybe a job and things of that nature. But now you're a part of your life where you're focusing on health. Maybe you're in a part of your life where you're focusing on children. Maybe you're in a part of your life that you're focusing on maybe relationships and things of that nature, or you're focusing on stocks, and maybe you're focusing on whatever it may be. But now you need that group of community to help you along. I'm not here to say that there's just one community you should have. There's multiple communities you could have. But remember, why you join these communities. And also, if the initial community that you had was not helping and not growing, you may need to start a new one. Simple as that. So, to make this as simple as possible, the different types of communities that you have, the signs, the steps. Now, to make this as simple as possible, the steps when it comes to your communities. Number one, how to create a community. Number one is to identify what you want in your community, who deserves to be in your community, who you need in this community. Not just people you grew up with, not people that you're friends with, but who you feel like needs to be part of this community to help you grow, establish, and be a better version of yourself. Number two, what's the mission, vision, and the purpose of this community? I know it may be something you're not thinking about right now, but as long as you establish a mission, as long as you establish the vision of what it looks like, and you understand the purpose of this community, your community will not be destroyed and will not phase out. It will be solidified and have a good foundation. Finally, remember, this is a community. It will be ever changing. It will be ever growing. If people leave, that's okay. If people jump and join, that's okay. But remember, you have to understand that because this is a growth thing, because this is something that's going to be forever changing, you have to be accepting of what's to come. Change is good, but sometimes change can hurt as well. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with creating a new community, if you're struggling with the signs of communities that you need to step out of, go ahead and message me. My website, yourcolabcoach.com. Sign up for that free relationship checklist. Fill out that relationship checklist. Sign up for a free 15-minute coaching session. Also, Facebook Collab Coaching, Instagram Collab Coaching. All my series and my videos are on YouTube. COLAB Coaching. Also, this right here. Fresh Eyes, Solve Problems Easier. Self-Love Relationship Project. It's on Barnes and Nobles, Amazon. Is an ebook, it's an audio book, wherever you get books, wherever you listen to books. Give me a review. Tell me what you thought about this. Did you find this beneficial? If you did, write a review. If you haven't, go ahead. There's no reason for you to wait anymore. Also, like and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, with that being said, be safe out there. Next week will be the last week of your community series, so excited to get into that. And of course, if you have any questions, message me. Colabcoaching@gmail.com as well. Bye. Be safe out there and have a wonderful day.